I'm really excited. The build-up to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge has gone really well. So our training has gone well. We haven't done any on-the-water training, but we've got a couple of weeks in La Gomera to do our final prep on the water with our boat. But we have done a lot of gym work on the ergos, and last week we did a 24-hour indoor row where we adopted the same routine and shift pattern that we'll use on the water. And then today in London has been our last training session where we have had the chance to take ocean rowing boats out on the Thames and row around here for a little bit, which has been great going down the river with the tide, but upstream was a bit of a slog. Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge will start in La Gomera in the Canaries, and we then row 3,000 miles, or probably just under, to Antigua and finish in English Harbour, which is on the sort of southeast point of Antigua. We anticipate to do it in under 50 days. That's what we're aiming for. Whilst at sea, we will, as I said, adopt a 2 hours on, 2 hours off routine. Within that, at night time, we'll do one shift of 3 on, 3 off. Generic sort of work during the day includes stuff like cooking and making water, navigating, and then there's a lot of blogging and communications back home to friends and family as well. So actually, when you're not necessarily rowing, there's still quite a lot to do. So it's not as simple as row and sleep, which sounds much more luxurious. There is a lot to do. So the team is Row to Recovery, which is a team made up of 2 military amputees and then 2 military able-bodied, so a crew of 4. From a personal perspective, I've done some ocean rowing in the past, so I rowed across the Indian Ocean in 2011, so I've got a sort of a slight pedigree, I suppose. And then when the opportunity arose to do another crossing with some injured guys and help them, it was an absolute no-brainer for me. It's a perfect opportunity to give something back to 2 guys who have given a lot for their country, which is brilliant. It's a great opportunity for me. Well, actually, we're involved with several charities. So we're raising money for Help for Heroes, but our expedition has been funded by Row to Recovery, the Endeavour Fund, Help for Heroes, and also Blesma. So that's 4 really, really fantastic military charities that have helped us get to where we are now. And now we're trying to raise more funds on top of that. And as well as that, we're trying to inspire other injured servicemen and their families. You know, there are still people who are going through rehabilitation, and so to watch people like Kayll and Scott achieving things like this, it's great motivation for them. So I grew up in Dorset, and I joined the army in 2005. I was serving a regiment called the Light Dragoons, along with Kayll as well. So I'm really proud to represent our regiment. I'm really proud to do it with Kayll as well. And right now we've only got 2 weeks until we fly. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge.